Alright, this is the most important feature I have found. Virtual Super Resolution for the AMD graphics card. You have a whole bunch of problems here. Different graininess. Like even the trees right there, they're a little bit grainy. And to make it really sharp and all your games sharper, we have to fix it. Here's going to be our test image right here, this field. Alright, now we go into AMD, turn on Virtual Super Resolution. We go to Windows Display Resolution, crank that up to 50% higher. I mean, we got $1,000 7900 XTX, crank it baby. Keep changes, okay? Now, we have the same video, and look how much sharper that is. Let me zoom in. No aliasing. Absolutely perfectly sharp. So then you can go into your game and you think, wow, you're using 50% higher resolution. Well, that's going to affect your game. It will. So you have to turn down your upscaling. So we're turning we're turning on downscaling from 50% higher resolution down into 4K. Then we're turning on upscaling in order for it to look so much better. But here we're in the game and I've been having so many issues with the bookcase and picture there. It is so much better. There's a tiny little bit left, but that is so much better. I'd say this is DLS quality, or just under it. But before, this was a horrible mess. Look at my shorts videos. Absolutely horrible. I'm gonna do more research, but what you do in here is render resolution scale. You could even put to 50%. So right now, we increased the monitor resolution by 50%. And now with the render resolution scale, we lowered it by 50%. But because it has more to work with, it looks better if you go a little bit higher. But you can see there all the different aliasing on the boat. And that's at 50%, so that's basically 4K. So if we come in here, let's crank it up 20% to 70. All right, now this is 20% more resolution now than 4K. And I'm testing different settings, but doesn't that look a lot better? It's not ghosting out near as bad. I prefer this so much better. I could live with it. I just wanted something better. And if you're really going crazy, if you really want to go crazy, crank this up to 100%. Now you're running, now you're running the game at 50% more pixels. So it's gonna have a performance hit for sure, but you'll have to find where you like. Cause now look, there's no aliasing. Looks absolutely great. Virtual Super Resolution fixes FSR. So you got to find where you want it. Right now, even at this rate, we're using 58 FPS. And I don't think frame generation is on. Frame generation is on, yeah. And if you turn that off, what will we get? 32 frames per second. So you're going to have to play with the super resolution resolutions and the upscaling, but you do not have to live with it looking like if you set your render resolution to 100% and you turn off virtual super resolution and run the game at native 4K, it looks really bad with FSR enabled. Now if you just go turn off FSR off and XES off, it does look better. But with FSR on at 100% resolution scale, it looks like this. Like really, you can see even the picture, the painting there. Here, but you can see it has issues there. Like it aliases. Whole bunch of aliasing. So by turning the resolution up through Windows and virtual super resolution, and then putting your render resolution scale, let's say to quality mode, ultra quality, which would be 75%. Come on now. Here you go. Can you tell the difference? I think it's better. Looks better on my eyes. I don't see near as much. There is some there, but I'm still working on it. I found this out because before it looked horrible. Like if you want to know what it looks like before, let me go to this. And then, actually no, I went this. Let's turn it back to where it was. And this might make the game break. I might have to redo it. Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, it did. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can fix it through here. Borderless full screen off. There we go. Display on. There we go. And then render resolution 100%. And then we're at native 4K. I'll keep frame generation on. This is what default Starfield would look like. See it aliasing really bad. And it bothers me. All of those things, all of the bars on the bookshelf, the X's look horrible alias. So what you can do is, you don't have to go hog wild with it. I'm just doing massive testing, but turn your resolution up here. You could do a little bit, you know. I think this one is 33% and this one here is 50% for this 3240. So yeah, pick one. But this will make your YouTube videos, your desktop, everything look better with virtual super resolution because it's taking that image and downscaling it. My controller keeps hitting my lap. But here, you know, I think I'm going to keep it at this resolution, 50% increase. So instead of 8 million pixels, the image is 12 million pixels. And it has more to work with FSR scaling. So let's go back in here. Oh, now I done did it. Got to start Starfield up again. Come on, baby, let's go. But this will help so many people. I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of all these artifacts in Cyberpunk and Starfield. It has been a royal pain. And now I'm doing nothing, you know, just leaving it the way it is. 50% increase. Yeah. That is so much better. It looks like DLSS. To be very honest, it is so sharp. There is still some aliasing on the picture frame, but the bookshelf is perfect. So this improves it, I don't know, 80, 90%. But you're gonna have to play with the resolution because that is running at 100% right there. It's running at 100%. So for performance, I'm gonna probably need to drop it to 80. So we're increasing the resolution up to 50% performance in image quality increase from 8 million to 12 million. And then we are lowering it through FSR image upscaling down to 80%. We're getting 20% of that back. So in effect, we are at about 30% increased pixel compared to leaving virtual super resolution off and staying at the default 4K resolution. So let's see what we get here. The bookshelf is more stable. So you might only need 10%. You know, you might want to just do the lower resolution and then leave the render scale at 100%. You'll have to find out what works for you. Right now we're 80 frames per second. I want to get that up to 120. So, but I hope this helps some people. It definitely looks better. So, I mean, if I put it to 50%, that would be default 4K. So basically there's default 4K. Like even right on these things right here, these X's, I see aliasing right now at the default 4K. And I can't stand it. I don't mind the picture. The picture frame can alias a little bit, but everything around it just doesn't look good. But you could go up in increments by 10%, so we can put that up to 60%. So now we're 60% upscaling, which would equal a 10% increase over 4K. See, that doesn't do it for me. I still see aliasing. So we could go to 70%. So now it's a 20% increase over 4K. Ooh, it's right there. Let me go to 75. Let's see what that hits us. All right, yep. So if you do this, I would recommend cranking it up, and then your other videos will also look better. But yeah, so crank it up to 50% increase your resolution, and that would be 5760 by 3240. And then after you turn on virtual super resolution, okay, and then in your game you would probably do 75%. Oh my word, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Please bear with me. I've been dealing with a virus or something, coughing, oh. But yeah, that looks so much better, and that's at 75% render resolution. So we're increasing the resolution up 50%, and then we're lowering it down to 4K through virtual super resolution. Then with our render resolution scale, we're taking that 4K up rendered image and lowering it 25%. So in effect, we're getting 25% better upscaling quality. And that'll do it for me. I might go a little higher, I might change settings, but that should really help someone. All right, like and subscribe if you want more. I'll probably be posting more about this in Cyberpunk, because I've been having issues with that. You know, where you're just moving forward and you're seeing all this aliasing. Like, that's a great example on that end of the picture, bottom. But see, if I get too close to the TV, the camera can't get it right. So, but all the X's on the bookshelf, so much better. And the boat looks a lot better too. So I'm gonna go try this in Cyberpunk soon, because I cannot stand that aliasing. I'd rather it be blurry than to be sharp and alias like that. But I'll do more testing. I hope this helps someone. Talk to you later, everybody. God bless.